All right. I don't know if that's going to have made a difference or not. But we will see. I tried to make it so that I tried to make it a smaller thing. So it might be harder to read text. It might be a little bit more blurry. It's still being garbage, isn't it? Well, let's give it a try. See if it picks up. I'm super sorry that I don't know. I'm guessing it's my internet because everything looks fine. What is it for the Macs? It's like it's not Task Manager. It's Activity Monitor. Let's see. I think everything looks fine on my streaming PC. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this is the problem right here. Is it any better? No. No. Just when I asked if it was better, just started dropping frames. Says I have 64% idle CPU. All right. I'm just going to move on a little and see how it does. We're at 1,000 drop frames. Just dropped them right out. All right, we're at 1,000 drop frames. Let's just give it a second. Give it a few minutes to even out. Again, I'm sorry that it's doing this. I might just have to go back to a not a business account. But if I go to not a business account, I can't have a static IP address. And that sucks, but I got better internet. Faster internet for cheaper. Yeah, so I thought that this would give me like more stable, even though it was slower, but this is maybe garbage. Maybe garbage. Let's try this. Introduction to Vim modes. All right. So what are we supposed to do here? Oh, okay. They're just wanting me to use for deleting character. Oh, this doesn't allow me to do anything. This is less fun. This is less fun. Not fun. All right, let's do this. I know. All right, I'm in insert mode. Done. All right. All right. Happy to move. I don't know what's happening. It's moving super slow. H J K L. This is garbage. Garbage. Vim Snake. Uh-huh. You can only eat food while insert mode is on. You cannot change direction in insert mode. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right. So basically, you just have to like. Oh no. Okay, I got it. Oh. Okay, now this is hard. This is hard. Oh, I gotta get out of insert mode. I'm hitting escape. Okay. Oh yeah. Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, I went up instead of down. 1 second. I'm in insert mode. I was like, it's not working. All right. Nice. I missed it, but I'm just going around the world. There we go. Oh, how beautiful. All right, out of insert mode, up to here. Forgot to go into insert. Okay, this is more mildly infuriating. Oh gosh. No, not insert mode. I'm just. I touched it. You like my avatar there? Thank you. Thank you. I did it just for you. Just for you. How is the stream looking? I've actually been struggling all afternoon with it. Like it has. I've been dropping frames like crazy. Actually, quite frustrating. Okay, well, let me know. I think it's my internet, so I'm not sure there's much that I can do about it. But you know, let me know how it is. Do you have a? I wanted to do like a Vim, just sit in Vim for a little bit, practice my Vim motion. It looks fine now. Well, perfect. Do you know of a good like Vim trainer? Okay, I mean, the book would be fine. I really wanted something to just like sit and practice some of the stuff because like there's some things that I don't use often enough. And maybe it just sitting in here would be good. A good place to start. Just like oh, you haven't seen this. Now, of course, this would be better if I had had a different TUI. If I had a different TUI, but let's go here and it most likely exists. So don't use H, J, K, and L. Ooh, but look at this latest message. It most likely exists. Now, of course, this is a inferior TUI to a certain TUI. Anathema. I was trying to think of a stupid name. Anathema. But we also get some Pongs and stuff through here, but I was building a TUI. I guess I shouldn't call it Twitch chat. I think I'm going to get YouTube chat to be in there as well. So the idea is to, for my Be Right Back screen, basically make this my Be Right Back screen. But what I like to do is get it where Twitch chat can play Wordle while, and maybe some other games. We actually thought of Wordle and Snake, but make Twitch play it, or like Twitch chat play it while I'm like Be Right Back. So I thought that would be fun. So that's what we're working on. Hey, Williger. Williger? Is it a J or is it a J or is it a Sh? Or how do you pronounce the J? It depends on where you come from. Using the J, I'm going to assume that you mean J because you put a J, but I think you have to use something other than a J. It's like when you define a word, you can't be like, hill means to be a hill. You know, like you can't, that was a horrible analogy, but I don't think you can, you are not wrong, Togglebit. You are not wrong. You want to say, like, you want to be a little personal. You want to, then I find like I'm just making up stuff. Worse than my AI, which makes up some chronically hilarious information about people. All right. So no, can I use like Control U? I'm trying to think of a motion to scroll, not using HJ, K, and L. Did I solve my headphone issue? Not entirely. I'm going to try to get Rode to replace my unit. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm using UND, except it's a whole page. I wish without moving the cursor, I could just go up one or two. You know, like 2 actually would be fantastic. Is there a thing for that? Because that would be amazing, because U and D are a little drastic for just like casual scrolling. I want to doom scroll my code, Togglebit. I don't want to get there fast. That defeats the purpose. I have never used Z. Okay. So I see. I could maybe get used to that. Close folds recursively. I don't really need all that. Z has a lot. Oh, control. Okay, that maybe is that is exactly what I want. Doom scrolling my code. That is it, Toggle. Yeah, because like D and U sometimes are jarring and I get lost. I don't know if that's like, it's great if I know I want to go a little ways, but if I'm just like, oh, what was that function, you know? Okay, cool. Okay, I have some unused imports. Those are fine. So I have these Sennheisers. I got these Sennheisers. And they're okay, but they're still a hiss. Back on the headphones. I love these headphones, by the way. I've plugged them into other things other than the Rodecaster, and they are amazing. With the Rodecaster, they're much less sensitive, and so like it's bearable. That's what I'm doing. With my other ones, it just wasn't feasible to wear headphones because the hiss was super annoying. I not bearable at least. So yeah. Good question here, Toggle. And maybe something you've solved with Anathema. But I thought TUIs would have like an entire application framework. And it turns out like, and I don't think they do. They don't have like a render loop. I thought a TUI would have a render loop for me. Like I would just like leverage it and make my views and submit my views to it, and it would make sure to keep re-rendering it. Which obviously I'm wrong. I've never done a TUI in Rust before, so actually I've never really done a TUI. So I've done command line tools a lot, but never a TUI. So this has been interesting. What approach do you take? I know that there's a couple different ones of making your render loop and whatnot. I take probably the worst possible way right now. It's pretty simple. This is kind of the Twitch. There's like, I have a Twitch loop, and I have a TUI loop, and I have a thing to send messages between them. So yeah, I call it the app, but no, I did something wrong. There we go. Yeah. Is that what I want? I don't know what I want. I've never done this. So maybe that's what I want. Is it what I want, Toggle? I don't know. Right now, what I do for my application framework is I have this fantastic loop. And I just kind of sleep for some time. So I pull for keyboard stuff for 5 milliseconds, and then like, so I draw, I check if the keyboard has been touched, and then I check if there's been a message, and that's how like I draw the last message we got from Twitch. So, you know, if I said something here, like it would, you know, obviously this is just me debug printing stuff, but so I basically need, so I guess what you're saying is probably I need to make like a on tick call that basically has me redraw the terminal. And then I can probably basically remove everything else from that, because then that on tick just cares about redrawing whatever the UI is supposed to be. That seems reasonable. Never done that before. I'm not worried about achieving a certain frame rate then. And I guess I would need to like designate a thread as the UI thread, the one that's going to go through and do the drawing. Okay. Interesting. All right, wait a second. I just highlighted all of this, but I need to do it with Vim. That's what we're doing right now, is learning Vim. So if I was going to highlight all of this, I could just do V and then just like F and the, nope. I thought I could find the other, no. I don't know what I just did. Wow. How did I get all the way up here? All right. VA. Okay. VA, not VF. I thought it was F for find. My bad. VA. All right. Cool. And that will, okay. So if I do VA and this, it's going to just select this. Can I do it just like again? No, that deleted that. So what if I wanted to like go like one step further out? Can I just, okay, I can just skip through them. Okay, that's fine. Right. I get the V part. I get the V for sure. You just said think about your motions, so that's what I was doing. I went like this to highlight all of this, and then I was like, I shouldn't do that. I should do that. I wasn't particularly trying to get anything done today. I have reorganized this whole thing so I can almost stand with my standing desk. So once I started streaming, I couldn't actually do any standing because there was like my camera and my light and things like that were on the ground. So I got the camera mounted, I got the light mounted, and now my keyboard cord is too short. So I can't stand yet, but I'm close. I'm very close to being able to stand, which is fantastic. All right, so we're going to need to design a UI for this, and we want to VA curly. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. Why did it pick that? I was here. Oh, but if I was here and did VA curly brace, it would just do that one. But it was because I was here and did VA curly brace. I wasn't inside. The only one that I was inside would have been this one. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But what if I did VA other? Oh, I got it. Okay, sorry. I was just learning my newfound powers. Sorry, I just blew into the microphone. How would we design this UI? This tick. You need a Bluetooth keyboard. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you're talking to the person who, like, you know what's really nice about this mouse, Scott, and this keyboard? You know what's really nice? I never have to charge them. I never have to plug them in. I mean, they're always plugged in. I guess I always have them plugged in, but I never have to charge them. I don't know. Do you have a wireless keyboard? I was looking at getting this. I need to be better on my right wrist. So I was thinking about getting this, but I don't know. I have used a split. So about 6 months ago, I got a split for my work computer. So I've been using a split there. Now, I haven't coded at work a whole lot. So like I haven't written code, and I definitely haven't Vimmed with a split. So I'm sure that Vimming with a split is going to be a whole lot worse. Especially because the keyboard is laid out a little bit differently. So I think there will definitely be a stream of getting comfortable with that. You charge it about once a month, Scott? That's not too bad, honestly. Once a month is not bad. I remember, Yeah, this was probably like 8 years ago now. I had a wireless mouse that had like 2 AA batteries. It was Omega heavy, and it took like new batteries every week. So I could just do CA and just start typing. Cool. Okay. Toggle got auto-modded. It was 100% bang. Oh, it's kind of funny about how bad it is about detecting it. Yeah. I think it was the combination without, but it highlighted bang. 100% highlighted bang. Yeah, I find it kind of hilarious at how bad it is. It's pretty bad. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about, is there a split that is there a split that's wireless? What one do you use, Scott? Oh, Scott. That's like I'm gonna call this a split wannabe. Like you almost split, but then you didn't. Is this a Bluetooth split? They're so expensive. I don't know if this is Bluetooth. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Let me see what that one looks like, Scott. And then I got to keep vimming. I mean, it's a pretty keyboard. I'm not gonna lie. The Kinesis one that we were just looking at was like, I don't know, it looks really big. And I mean, at $500, it better be gold plated or something. Like, I don't know. Oh, it is Bluetooth. I mean, so that's nice. It just looks really big. Like, that is a chunky keyboard. You can use it in self-defense. So does Bluetooth. That was the Moonlander isn't. I hadn't been considering Bluetooth. I don't know that I couldn't do a Bluetooth though. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't know what an Alice keyboard was until this moment. I don't think I've ever seen an Alice keyboard. Glove 80. A new standard for ergonomic keyboards. This is not a great picture. I want to see a better picture. Okay. Okay, I mean, so this is better than the Kinesis. This is a hunk. This at least. Now, I suppose this has absolutely no rest for your hand. Like, I guess I get part of this here. Oh, okay, they do have a rest. Okay, okay. I was going to say. So the Moonlander is what I use for work. But again, I don't code a whole lot more anymore at work. So it's a little different. Was that connected to her chair? That'd be... No, I don't think that would be great. I'd have to be away from my... Yeah, I don't think that would be great. You didn't like it, though? Wait, what did you say that you use? Before you started banging stuff out? Dirk, we are... So, it's just a chill stream. So we can talk about whatever. I have no objective. I was planning on having an objective, but I only have a few for... I have a few for tomorrow. But I wanted to make sure I stream because I missed streaming yesterday because everything was crazy. So I'm practicing some Vim motions. Cool, I like that. And then we got into keyboards because I have to buy I want to get a new keyboard. Scott is trying to get me to get a Bluetooth keyboard. And I don't know what Toggle is trying to get me to get. Actually, I don't know. I'm more confused now. What do you use? Oh. Toggle's building one. That's what he was like, these aren't good enough for me. These aren't good enough for me. Your $500 keyboard, not good enough for me. I make fun of it for being $500. I think this one is like $400. Yeah, $365. You use some very expensive keyboards. If you're saying very expensive and they're more than the $500, oh gosh. What is a Ferris sweep? I don't know that much about keyboards. Oh gosh, there's not enough keys. Is this really $300? I'm sorry. I think I could build this. It's just like 2 microcontrollers. The kid is like, okay, yeah, like 25 makes sense. But does it have Bluetooth? Because if it doesn't have Bluetooth, then, I mean, I don't want to exclude Scott. I need a Bluetooth keyboard. I don't need a Bluetooth keyboard, but I can't stand right now because my keyboard my keyboard is the limiting tether right now for my ambitions to be able to stand like my desk can. Oh yeah, what's a link to the kit? I might, if there's like a kit, I might actually do one. It might be fun to do with the kids. There doesn't seem to be quite enough keys on it. I'm not gonna lie. It's like missing maybe 30 or 40 keys, but you know. So basically anything that's not the alphabet is on another layer. I mean, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. What's the difference? I don't. So does it come with the switches or no switches? You plug your own switches and your own keycaps in. It's just the board. Okay. No switches, no caps. What? Is this like for your thumb for the mouse? The video? Let me turn the music off. We'll watch the video.
When using your computer, do you ever get frustrated with constantly switching between your keyboard and mouse? Are you looking for a more comfortable and customizable solution?
Is this an advertisement for i3 and Vim? Like is that what the like this feels like the start of the advertisement for i3 like
When using your computer, do you ever get frustrated with constantly switching between your keyboard and mouse? Are you looking for a more comfortable and customizable solution?
right? Isn't that like the advertisement for i3 and Vim?
The wait is over. Welcome to KeyMouse, the keyboard and mouse combined. With our split design,
More volume. Oh, okay.
you can keep your hands in the most comfortable typing
Is it really low? Let me check really quickly. Let me check what that is like.
position possible. When using your computer, do you ever get frustrated with constantly switching between your keyboard and mouse? Are you looking for a more comfortable and customizable solution? The wait is over. Welcome to KeyMouse, the keyboard and mouse combined. With our split design, you can keep your hands in the most comfortable typing position possible, even while using the mouse. KeyMouse devices...
Oh gosh, do you actually move it for the mouse? Like, was he like moving the whole pad? So I thought it had like a ball, a trackball, so you could like you know, do the trackball thing, but he's actually moving the whole pad.
Typing position possible, even while using the mouse.
Each device moves as a mouse, so you can have 2 mice at a time. Now that would actually be pretty cool if you had 2 mice on the screen. Like, I don't know that any OS supports that, but but that would be fantastic. I kind of want that now, where I have 2 mice on the screen at a time when I'm using these. Like, that has to be a feature.
KeyMouse devices are fully programmable with our easy-to-use software. Every key and button can be programmed with up to 6 layers that store directly in the device memory.
Okay. Is this a real thing?
KeyMouse is built using Cherry MX mechanical key switches, one of the most trusted brands in the industry.
Why is it unlisted? Why is it unlisted? This is gold.
Keycaps are custom manufactured with 3-color printing. You have easy access to the number pad by pressing the function yellow key. The function blue key activates the arrow keys and symbols. KeyMouse Alpha offers 4 different sizes to give you the most comfort possible. You can print a sizing chart from our website or even 3D print.
You actually know Shure has the KeyMouse? Oh man, I'm kind of a little jealous now. I need a KeyMouse. So this is what I was thinking it was. Not that I want this, but this is what I was. This actually seems at least reasonable to me. This seems.
Print a sample to see which one is best for you. Our products are manufactured with high-quality 3D printing, which allows us to
They 3D print it?
continually improve our designs based on customer feedback. We also develop other products.
So this is just 3D printed. Huh. Huh. Oh, this is the KeyMouse track with the trackball. Oh, my bad. And what do you do? Do you get your 2 fingers up there to roll that? I'm sure that they're fantastic. I'm sure that they're fantastic. Okay, Togglebit, how many keyboards do you have? Because in this one conversation, I believe that you've admitted to making like 12 already. I think you need to go to Keyboard Anonymous. I don't want to see a big... No, I want... No. Oh, I'm glad I got a picture of each of these. Ah, that's packed in there. I was gonna say... I was gonna say, Dirk, you have a little catching up to do. You have a little catching up to do. What I'm wondering is, Toggle, why do you keep building keyboards? Why? What do you do with them after you build them? Like, do you have a keyboard for every microcontroller in your house? Oh, or are these like little secret panels? Like, this is how you unlock your door. Like, they come out and you have a little like little partial keyboard. Oh, Toggle, you're designing your own keyboard. Is it going to have Bluetooth? Is it going to have Bluetooth? Real question. Is it a Bluetooth? I don't care about anything else. Does it have Bluetooth? You think that? You think that it's just a controller? Yeah, I mean, it probably is. Hey, your software has to support it on the controller, so it's not just the controller, right? You gotta be able to send your keyboard keystrokes through the Bluetooth, right? You gotta do whatever handshake to say I'm a controller or a keyboard with the computer, right? I don't know. I'm assuming that there's some sort of handshake that you gotta do to say I'm a keyboard. I don't know. Oh, okay. So you're cheating. You're just using somebody else's software. Ah, okay. Why are you cheating? Okay. No, that makes sense. So then it's just the controller. I stand corrected. I don't know anything about building keyboards. uh, oh, did he? That's awesome. I've been watching some of his streams recently on that he was doing on the graphics, which were pretty cool. A quick one toggle really quickly. So here I can do like F and then K to jump to the K. What do I do to go backwards like that? Is it okay, never mind. I already answered it. Shift F. So don't respond. Done. All right. Then next question. So if F is for this line, it doesn't go to the next line. Is there something that will go to the next K that is found in the document? K is to go up, right? N is for next, yes, but that's for what you searched for, not what find follows. Right? So like if I do /frame, hit enter, and then do in, it's going to find the next frame, the next key, right? But if now I do FA for A, doing in is going to find the next frame. It's going to still be looking for that, right? I don't think that's entirely true, but maybe I misexplained it, what I wanted to do. Oh, is it T? Okay. Let me try T. So basically, what I wanted to do was find the next thing, but in the entire document. I mean, obviously there's this search where I could just search for S. But and in this line, I can do F and then hit S to jump to the S. But if I just wanted to like jump to the next F or to the next S, there's no good way to do that. Just the search. Okay. And that's fine. I mean, just the search is fine. I was just wondering if there was a key motion for it. I was trying to do something like the online like Vim trainers, but they weren't I don't know, they weren't very good. No, I take that back. They were fairly good. They were just going over a lot of the stuff I already knew. Not that I'm super advanced, but I just need to start practicing and thinking about what I'm doing instead of just using H, J, K, and L. I need to try not to use those, I think. That's my goal. Okay, so while I'm practicing this and we're talking about keyboards and somebody has a legitimate issue with keyboards, the other thing that I wanted to do was kind of go over the architecture for this application. So we kind of have this UI that sits here. And so I guess it should have a thread. I guess I can't type on that. Oh well. Let's delete that. I don't know exactly what I'm drawing just yet. There should be a UI. We obviously have Twitch and then eventually YouTube. Also, Lee Dixon from YouTube. Hello, how are you doing? Twitch over here and YouTube over here. So we have these chats over here. And we're going to drive a UI. And I guess what we're thinking on this UI is basically there's a on tick. Some on tick event that causes this to re-render. So we could do like, we can just do a set frame rate of like 60 frames per second. We can do the math. I don't know how, is that 16 milliseconds? I think that's, I don't know. We'll just say 16. That sounds way faster than 15 frames per second. Let's see, if there are 1,000 milliseconds divided by 60 seconds. 16, okay. Okay, so we could just emit one every 16 milliseconds, but then we would have to have something that could fire that on every 16 milliseconds. So we'd have to keep track of time. That's okay. I don't know how people do this. I've never made one of these. I've never made, like, this feels like Game Engine to me. You know, on your game engines, you have like an on tick, and this on tick sends you like the delta. Gives you your little, yeah, your delta of time that has passed. And so these send messages in. I'm going to call this the app. This here, the app. And we're getting messages into here. So basically, we've got to be able to deal with stuff. This is going to be multi-threaded. These are probably going to have a thread each spun up for them. And then we're going to have this UI. This UI that I guess maybe this on tick gets derived from this application. So our application framework. And then how does this application work? Because if we want to draw every 16 seconds, that means we have to send an on tick every 16 seconds, which is what we're kind of handling here. So we pull from a duration, but basically we could dynamically set this duration with the amount of time left. Now, the only thing I don't know about this function here is if it's actually good on its time. So like a lot of times with like Java, they'll be like a lot of the times when you like put a thread to sleep, the guarantee is that it will be asleep for at least 20 milliseconds, not that it will be asleep for only 20 milliseconds. And so what happens is like the wake up can happen sometime after, and so if you really want it to render on 16 milliseconds, that's not acceptable. But the only solution I know to this is never to do the wait. You check, and then you just keep checking and keep calculating the time. But that sounds really not efficient. I'm so very out of my element here. Let me just write this out in a little code. That's not what I did not mean to do that. I'm just making up a function. We're just gonna, and basically we could do something like a loop. And then we could say like, let now equals, I don't know that we have, one second, it's capital G? No, it's 2 G's to go up. I don't know that we have anything to get the current time. I don't know how to get the current time off the top of my head. I know that we just did it in the database. Let's jump over there. Yeah, this is what we can do. Okay, so we could do something like this. Delete that. And then we could steal all of this. Let's see. We don't want the terminal draw to be in the loop. We want that event to fire afterwards. So basically, these two things would be on the loop. So this just sees if there's any keyboard input. So this would be keyboard input for me. So if I was interacting with it. And then this would be Twitch chat, and then we would have a YouTube chat and go from there. These could take time. So I think maybe actually we put these here. So something like check for, and then we'll do the same here. Check for YouTube chat messages. And then check for Merrick messages. All right. Yeah, no, this is for user input. Okay. So these things happen in a loop, and then this would be on like some emitted listener. So we'd probably just have I mean, is that what we would do, is just have a sender? UI thread UI sender. We'll just leave it like this. Unbounded sender. Obviously, we'll need some message type, but we'll just say string for right now to give this a I can't type. We don't want anything right now. I keep hitting F1. Okay, so, and then basically at the end of this, so we get the time, and then we get the end, and this is not the end. This is actually the duration. We'll say you know what? Ooh. This is going to be a little gross, but we're going to do it. We're going to do something. Don't tell Togglebit that we're doing this. What we're going to do, we're going to turn the music back on. It might be really quiet for you guys, which is fine. What we're going to do, let's see, this is going to be called duration. We're going to move this. No, this here. And we're going to say let mute. And then we're just going to return okay here. That'll make things feel better. Okay, so we're gonna start the duration, and then what we're going to do is basically just say if the I misspelled duration. It's okay. It was really close. It was not even close. But anyways, if the duration is greater than, I don't know, how's everybody's Thanksgiving, by the way? I didn't ask. I hope it went well. See you, Lee. You have fun with your Java. All right. So we'll just say 16. Not perfect. So if it's over 16 milliseconds, if our duration is greater than or equal to 16 milliseconds, then we want to UI sender we just want to render. I think. What is this? Oh, this is a U128. So it's not a duration. Actually, could we just delete this? Am I doing extra work for nothing? Is that what I'm doing? Sometimes I do that for fun. I do, like, you know, a little extra work, a little extra words that buy me nothing. All right. So now this obviously has an issue. Well, one is we need to do this here again. So basically we reset the start to now, and we'll check the duration after every loop. So the big problem with this is if, you know, right now this is pulling for a duration and it could go over. Now, I'm not super worried about it if we don't hit 60 frames per second. So maybe this is fine just to hard code this for right now. And then this will emit our, you know, our tick. And we can actually send the duration. Actually, I said I didn't know what this was, but this unbounded sender really is the only message this has is the tick, right? Which is, you know, we can just say it's a U8 should fit it, right? 16. It could be also my fault, Scott. I'm completely accepting of my ability to entertain. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got sick. That sounds horrible. I do not go out on Black Friday or Thanksgiving. I have a tendency not to drive when it's like that. All right, so this is a problem right now. The compilers complain about it because we don't have these things. That was part of our, you know, it's part of our app, which this could be part of it. I was just trying to think this through here. Oh, and now instead of this, we actually just want to send the duration. And, you know, I made this a U16, but it's actually a duration. What is a duration? Is it a U64? Well, that makes sense because it's in nanoseconds, right? Because it's in nanoseconds, it would have to be a U64. We're not dealing with milliseconds. All right, so if and we could pull for shorter time. Let's see. Okay, I want to jump to pull. So I guess I could shift F, open brace. Got me really, really close. I guess P. I could have just done P probably. Yeah. Okay. P. I didn't know if there was any P's in between. Okay. Anyways, I could do an immediate pull without a timeout, right? So if you know what, I don't want to do an immediate pull because that could just thrash whichever processor this is. I mean that's probably worth it, Scott. Then, if that's something that she'd want, was it? Was the parade good at least? Was it good? Was it cold? It was chilly here. I mean, I wouldn't say it was cold here. It was chilly. It was like 32 in Fahrenheit, so about 0. It's chilly. That can always make it worse. Get standing out in the cold for a while can make. It feels like anytime you get something when you've been standing out in the cold for a while, whatever you get, just I don't know if it hits harder or it feels like it does. I don't know if it's just because it's cold and it just feels like it hits harder, but it's not actually hitting harder, or if it actually, I don't know. I do like the cold though. So I do like the cold. So is this a reasonable way to solve this? Is this we're going to pause for 1 millisecond here. We're going to check these two and we'll just do them with like try receives, which should be really really quick. These don't block. I don't think we can give them like a millisecond. So they're just going to be they can't. We can find try receive up here. Now I want you guys for the rest of the year, if there's a key combo I should have used, if there's a key combo I should have used, you need to yell at me in chat. Let me know. Don't let me practice bad practices. Player received to call outside an asynchronous context. Not what we want. Pull receive. This is maybe pulls to receive the next message in this channel. This method returns pending if no messages are available, but the channel is not closed, or if okay. Oh, maybe we could do something with this. So we don't have to check it each time. This looks actually interesting. This pull receive. I don't know that it's probably actually a big deal. It's probably the more correct way to do it. All right, I want to select this whole function. I'm going to do V, A for around, curly brace. No, I didn't nail it. I didn't nail it, but I got close. I guess it's because I'm in this one. If I got out here and did it, but if I'm in here, it's just going to select this one and this one. But I can do this and then do this again to get to the next one. But it doesn't extend it up here. It just extends it down. I actually think that I really like just shift and like go to the next empty line. I leave enough empty lines. Not empty lines. I don't know. I've been playing around with this. I'm not sure exactly what it jumps to. Is it the next ending? It's not the next ending one. I don't know how it picks where it goes, but it's nice. It jumps around roughly where I want it to. And then if I jump here and I did VA boom, and if I wanted to change it from message, I could CI done. Beautiful. Okay. CI parentheses. Beautiful. Or VI parentheses, going to give me everything inside. VA, it's going to give me around. So if I wanted to replace the whole thing, I could CA and just remove the whole thing. Beautiful. Got it. I want to select, delete this. VF. Okay, so VF is going to get me to the next search thing. So I could do like VF curly brace, boom. Very nice. It's not every empty line though. You say definitely empty lines, but it's not every empty line. So like I'm going up and it skips this empty line. I guess there's tabs there. I guess that's what it is. It's not pure empty. I have to go and make it pure empty. I don't want hidden characters. So it has to have. Also, it's not, and this isn't a bad one, but it makes it not feel like every empty line because there's 2 empty lines in a row and it will skip one because they're consecutive, which makes sense, but it's not every. White matter shouldn't, like, invisible matter shouldn't matter. But that's fine. It's fine. I do like it though. I think it's my new way of scrolling. Like I've wanted a faster scrolling, and I don't know why, but Control U is jarring for me. Like I lose where I was looking. It like scrolls too much of the screen. And maybe I'll get accustomed to it, but like I have a problem with losing where I am. So you'll see me like go like, okay, I'm going up, and then I'm like, yeah, no, I need to go more. I don't know what happened. Whereas this feels much more natural to me, where it's like I can, you know, follow along. Okay, so is this reasonable? Oh, you talked about Tokyo Time Library. I haven't used Tokyo for timing. Okay, this type drops the inner ST variant and is used to align the Tokyo clock for use now. This can be useful for testing where you can take advantage of time to pause and time to advance. Returns now into S. So this is just getting it to like the duration or the instant. Okay. Fine. Elapsed. Oh. I mean, this is actually nice. This is convenient. It just does the math that we're doing. It does this. You know what, though? I wonder. I might just be a dum-dum. I haven't used this time much either. What did they call it? Elapsed? All right, so instead of doing this, like, okay, one second. I want to see. No, once. I want to see F semicolon. No. I want to CF. There we go. So I find sleeps to be dangerous. You would just shift C to end of line. You know what? That's what a person who was really good at Vim and had been told in their life that shift C was a thing. But for people who don't know that shift C is a thing, what they do is they get to where they want to start, and they do, you know, these are like the medium people who are just starting to get knowledgeable enough to be dangerous. They're like, I see there's a thing there. I'm using V, or well, I'll use C. They'll go C, and then they'll be like A for around it, and then I want my curly brace. And that went to the wrong curly brace, which is because I'm an idiot. It doesn't work at all. But you could use F, which is what I meant to do. CF curly brace, done. See? Yeah. See, you could do it that way, but you could always just do Shift C. You know what? I don't like showing off. That's why I didn't use Shift C. It's just to not show off. Thanks for letting me know that there's Shift C. I had no idea that that existed. So this is why I don't like using sleep. G colon, semicolon, G semicolon, G semicolon. What did that do? Did that load a virus? G semicolon. I don't know what that's doing. I don't know what that's doing, dude. It does not for me. Are you sure? I mean, I don't have a semicolon. It works for you, Toggle? It's not working for me. Okay, so I'm going to make a change here. All right. Now I'm going to go down here. G semicolon. G semi. It doesn't work for me. What have I done? What have I done? So GI goes to the last insert. Okay, that works for me. G semicolon, though, doesn't do anything for me. Wait. I don't get what you're saying. What am I screwing up? G, comma? Okay. Oh, it goes up and down. Oh, so if I'm at the bottom. Okay. 1 second. Let's try this. G semicolon still does not work for me. If I'm up here, it should go right here. This was the last change, right? So if I'm right up here and I go G semicolon, why does it take me here? It takes me random places. G semicolon is just taking me places, okay? Now, G comma was working if I'm above it. Now it's just taking me here too. 1 second, let me insert again. There, I made a change. G comma. Yeah, G comma is working for me. For every change that can be done, unless it is close to a previous change. 2 commands can be used to jump to positions of change. Okay, I don't think I understand what they're trying to tell me. I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit. I think I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit. Oh, it's help change list. That's what I wanted. All right. So, Dirk, what I was going to say is the thing that always scares me about sleep, and I was bit by this once, is generally this is the general guarantees given around a sleep. So when you do it, the general guarantees are in one direction and not the other. So sleep suspends the execution of calling thread until either at least the time specified, and this is the until at least the time specified in the request has elapsed, or the delivery of a signal that triggers the invocation of a handler in the calling thread, or it terminates the process. So generally what this means is like, let's say you tell the OS that you want to sleep for 16 milliseconds. And the thing is, it will check every once in a while to say, hey, have we elapsed? And there it will say no. And then let's say it's because it has a bunch of work to do. There's what, 5 milliseconds. And it will say no. And then the next time it will check is over here. And this has now been not 16 milliseconds. This is, you know, this right here is an extra 5 milliseconds. That's really small, isn't it? I'm sorry. Because they only give a guarantee that it has been at least 16 milliseconds. Yeah, Dirk, no, I would love it if there was something with the guarantees that we wanted. If there was something that would say, I will return before 16 milliseconds has happened, that would be awesome. And maybe there is. I know the OS generally is not going to do that. And it's hard to do that guarantee, actually, because, like, it's hard to give that guarantee. Because even here, to get the amount of time, we had to calculate the amount of time, which means some amount of time happened between us recording what time it was and calculating the amount of time that had elapsed. And the other problem I know is if you don't sleep in here, this now just turns. This just literally burns through CPU, because the CPU tries to do this loop as fast as possible because you have a thread dedicated to it. So that thread is going to be doing this. I don't know the right answer in general to this problem. It's one that I struggled with a while ago, but I haven't had to deal with for a long time. I think a lot of times what I've done is just do like a smart sleep where I sleep for half the duration. And then, you know, I check everything again, and then I sleep for half of the duration remaining. it lets me give execution over to the OS some with some reasonability. No, I don't. That's I'm overthinking it. You're right, Dirk. I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm just thinking about the problem. This was the problem that I had because I never want to drive the UI. This is something I've never had to really think about for a very long time. And so this was the things that I was thinking about. We could be playing Snake, Wordles first, but it could be Snake. And that 60 frames per second could be a big deal, right? It's going to have to be the world's slowest Snake, though, because of, like, the stream delay and everything. It's going to have to be the world's slowest Snake game. It is wasted CPU on the stream machine. So maybe that's what we do. So what? I do like F1 here. Yeah. We're just going to do this. Five. We're going to sleep for 5 milliseconds. And waiting for input. And this isn't really a sleep. Although I do believe they sleep in here for an amount of time while they give a context that can wake them. So you can give a sleep with like a context to wait on a system event. And so they're waiting on a system event that interrupt. And then this is fine. If it goes to 25 milliseconds, it's still Wordle, and it's still the slowest game of Snake. So we're fine. We're fine. Let's just go with this. And we'll always have our delta because we're going to send our delta to the UI. So if we're playing Snake or something and that matters, we're always going to know the time. So this is good. I think this is fine. I'm interested to know, like, if anybody finds something, I'm interested to know how people actually deal with this, like UI frameworks in general. Again, I've never had to deal with it. Maybe that's something we can look up. I might look up, but I think we're in a decent place now. Actually, can we just, I know up here, we have this loop and this start. Can we get this? I know we were just drawing it down here or writing it down here to think about it. Can we get this up there? This is why I'm a back-end engineer. UIs are so, like, not smart enough to do UI stuff. All right, can we just pull what we did up here? So this is our app singleton. It's not really a singleton, by the way. We just only make one of them. Yeah, that's fine, right? That's fine. If you want to make two, oh, I'm going to go down. I think we're just going to take this loop and just replace our loop with it, right? This one up here. We're missing the UI stuff. Oh, because we got to move the UI stuff to some UI thing that runs on its own thread. Oh, no problem, Togglebit. I love having you here. Get your stuff done. You got to build your, your 687th keyboard. Would not want to get in the way of that. So this has our rendering logic in it right now. I'm sorry I miscounted, Toggle. I'm sorry. That was not my intent to shortchange you on... I don't know what I did. I don't know. Okay. For you, those of you who are much better at this than me, I want to go to the closing brace of this loop. I want to select from here to here. How would I do that? Because if I do curly brace, it's not working for me. VA curly brace is working for me. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Forget that I said anything. All right. Forget that I said anything. I'm just going to delete this. We don't need it. Capital V $. Wait. What? What does this do? V $%. Oh. Oh. Percent jumps between the ones. Okay, so that makes sense. So V $ takes you to the end, percent would take you to the next one. Cool. And then in here, I did do VA that, which selects all of them. That was good. I like the percent. Thank you, Dirk. I like the percent. That is fantastic. Find the next item in this line after or under the cursor and jump to its match. So I could use this not just on the curly braces, but like for open braces like this, if I did percent, it would jump to the next one. And then I could, okay. Oh, okay. That is nice. Especially if you're getting lost in them and you, okay. That is nice. Thank you. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm trying to just use them right now. And then if I hit it again, it just goes back and forth. It just toggles. Look at this. I'm toggling all over the place. It was more fun because Togglebit's in my chat. Only reason. All right. So if I wanted to select all of that, yeah, and sorry for everybody, like, why am I doing the things multiple times is I'm just trying to, like, actually remember it. Interesting. I cannot select. So like I can do the VA and like do it with the curly braces and whatnot, but I can't do it with the pipes. You can't do a select in these. Interesting. Well, Dirk. Well, these are pairs, right? This wouldn't work. See? No bueno. Yeah, they're just two pipes hanging out. Okay. I stand corrected. I stand corrected, Toggle. uh, I don't really think this helped me very much. Okay, that's okay though. What is it? Oh, and then we need a UI sender. I think we'll just make it a part of this app thing. And this was a... We'll send a duration. Wait. The characters must be separated by a colon. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, the only character pairs that are allowed that are different. So that's why pipes don't work. Why is that? Why is that though? I guess it makes sense because you wouldn't know which way they were matching, right? But Rust does. But I guess that would be language defined context though. So nah, you can still find out which way they're matching. That doesn't even hold true because you would just go with the first one goes... No. You couldn't then have two inside of each other. Okay, I get where that comes from then. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I had to think that through. All right, so we have our UI. We're going to add our... We'll put these here. We don't have these implemented, but I need to. Do we need to receive anything from the UI? We'll add that if we need it. We'll add that if we need it. We will do Twitch stuff there. Let's do YouTube chat sender. Okay. And then our UI sender. Will just be a UI sender. All right. Hey, Toggle, are you still there? If you are there, how do you have Rust save on write? So I would like to have format run when I save it. I think that would be awesome. How do you deal with that? Go was interesting. I kind of did it myself, but it feels rough. It feels like not the right way to do it. So for example, right now I have a formatting issue. How do you do it? How would you deal with it? Oh, okay. So you just key bound the command. Okay, that's... maybe I'll do that for Rust, and then... So Go has like a race issue with the format. It's really interesting because like Go format, when I go to write, it has like a race issue. Every once in a while, it screws up the document. And you have to do an undo and then write again, and then it's fine. And then it's fine. Doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. I did it with a buff write pre, I believe. We can look at it. I think that's what I did it with. Yeah. So these are the two functions that run, and this is the race condition. So every once in a while, they like stomp on each other. So I run format, and then I run organize imports, and every once in a while it stomps on each other. The interesting thing is I tried to just run this. I just tried to be like sane and run this like this. Like I'll just do 2 commands, like one after the other. This had horrible things happen. Horrible things. I don't remember. I just remember that I had to make it its own separate thing. Yeah, I had to make it 2 separate things. And so maybe there's a better way. Like I'm obviously a Vim noob. So like I'm hoping there's a better way because like this has bit me. This has bit me. I just wanted it to organize my imports and format on save. That was all I wanted to do. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I also don't write Lua, so like I don't know how Lua deals with a lot of those things. So it's very easy for me to strap a foot gun to my foot and fire. This was what I was probably going to do. Basically just like actually, I mean this, could I not just give it a Rust pattern as well? Because I'm just doing it through the LSP. I think that this would work actually. And this one might as well. I don't know. Because yeah, both of those were just through the LSP. So now maybe that's the problem is I'm not like actually executing commands. Maybe the commands would be better and maybe the LSP is the thing that has the threading issue. Like I honestly don't know. Maybe that's something we need to experiment with. So next weekend, everyone, next weekend, you guys need to be ready. Next weekend starts the Winter Games. Next weekend starts the Winter Games. So if you want to know what AI coding thing is the best right now, if you want to buy your loved one a subscription to an AI coder, and you want to know which one's the best, Winter Games this upcoming weekend. Actually, I was going to say that would be kind of fun to have Twitch versus the AI coder. Dirk would be a perfect AI. It turns out Dirk would be a perfect AI. So you all know there is, you guys all that follow have the salute. Okay. The Mockingjay salute. All 7 fingers. So anyways, we'll be doing that next weekend. Next Saturday and Sunday. and Monday and Tuesday. And Wednesday, I think. We'll see if we need all Wednesday. I don't actually think we'll need Wednesday. I think they'll fall before that. But we'll see if they keep going. If they keep going, I'll try to keep it going. But yeah. We have quite a few things planned for the month of December. And we're kicking it off with the Winter Games. Is there one? Thank you for the follow, by the way. If our AI is actually currently working, which it has been for a while, it's been on a good streak, you should get a custom follow message. But it seems like maybe it's not working. It takes a little while. It's thinking. It's thinking. And no, in the summer games, there was no sensible Rust output. 0 sensible Rust. Yeah, I haven't seen sensible. The worst thing is that the AIs, I'm kind of upset now. I thought that it would work. It's been working so well. The AIs have no concept of lifetimes. Absolutely none. Can't make a lifetime for the life of it. I have not seen sensible Rust. They have done fairly well with some of the other languages. They have done okay with some of the other languages. Uh-oh. I might need to refresh its token. We have a bug with its token refresh. It did not get the new follower message. What the garbage? It's not getting any pings from Twitch. It's not getting any ping from Twitch. Watch this. Watch this. That's actually going to take a little while now. Now that I said that. I hope we made that a deployment. Pretty sure we did. It's been running for so long, so well for so long now. I hadn't thought about it. Well, we'll come back. Oh, there it goes. All right, we should have a new one running. Beautiful. Been up for 35 seconds. All right, so we're back and running. I don't know why it died like that. This is weird. It didn't even, like, it just stopped getting messages. So maybe we need to put some logic in there where if it stops getting messages after, so there's these pings with the session. So these keep alives. And if we don't get one, we need to reconnect. We need to redo our connection because that's all that happened. Like we stopped getting stuff and our app's fine. So that's a bug. That's a bug we need to take care of. Sorry for your new follow. You didn't get a. You know what? I'm gonna mispronounce your name. Just that's a guarantee. Muchafer. Unfollow, and then follow again. You should get your message. Although I don't know if. There you go. There you go. It came through. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining. Thanks for following. And welcome to the team. A feral sorcerer? What's a feral sorcerer? I'm sorry, the AI sometimes makes up the worst things about people. It insulted I promise you, I told it to say nice things. We can go look at the code. Togglebit, thank you for the follow. We can go look at the code. I promise you, I tell the AI to be nice, and it's been an experience. Yes, thank you for the follows. Yes, absolutely, Togglebit. Thank you for the follows. But yeah, the other day it insulted Russell, which was hilarious. Anyways, Muchafer. That's what I'm going with. Hopefully it's close. Muchafer. I'm glad you're not feral anymore. As sorcerers go, it's always bad. Can I just run Rust FMT here? Will that work? No. Oh. That was gross. I shouldn't have done that. Hey, do you have any good reference for Kubernetes that goes more in depth in performance improvements? That's a good question. Performance improvements is an interesting statement because I have found that the best advice on performance improvements is basic general performance improvement help. And what I mean by that is performance improvements almost like debugging. It's kind of it doesn't matter if you're in Kubernetes or in VMware or on bare metal or whatnot. When you're looking for performance, it's not generally what you're running on. It's about understanding where your bottlenecks are, where your excess load is, and understanding that. It can even be about understanding how I generally think I see these I interview these people with their masters, and they can give me what the big O notation is, and I think the big O notation is a lie. Hold with me. Before you get too upset, it makes you focus on, or people at least get it confused with something that it's not. The big O notation is the rate of growth of your algorithm. So it's very important and very good to understand that. But what you don't understand is a hash map hashes something, and that can be expensive compared to something that's not hashing. Now, it's also fantastic, and there's a lot of really good uses of hash maps, but you have to understand the data structures that you're going for. You need to understand how to look at performance through your application. If you're talking about a distributed application, there are so many different things that go into the performance of your application, the message protocols that you use. Are you sending stuff in JSON? Could you send it in a binary format like protobufers? Can you compress it? There's so many things that it's not about Kubernetes, I don't think. I don't think, unless if you're saying, I want to have a 20,000 node Kubernetes cluster instead of 10,000 or 5,000, then that's maybe about scaling Kubernetes and the performance of Kubernetes itself. I don't know if that made sense. I know I just said a bunch of words. Let me try this, Dirk. So you were saying Rust FMT %. Press enter or command to continue. Enter. Hey, that did work. That did work. Cool. So can you step me through that, Dirk? What's the % there mean? I know what % here means now. So, yeah, Mircha for, and I apologize about your name. I didn't mean that as like, don't go try to make better performance, but my thing is like, I don't know that you need a Kubernetes. I'm happy to talk about Kubernetes performance and whatnot. I do quite a bit of Kubernetes stuff on my YouTube channel, although I haven't done anything real recently. But actually, tomorrow morning's stream, there's going to be a Kubernetes topic. Oh, okay, Dirk, that makes sense. % is in EX mode is the current file name. That makes sense. So you're just running FMT on the file name. Although tomorrow's stream isn't going to be performance related in Kubernetes, for sure. I didn't mean to imply that. I have a video that I need to make, and so you guys are going to be the brunt of that video on I don't know if you guys know Kubeflow, but we're not that. What did I click? I hate Google. Kubeflow. So we're going to be doing a little local Kubeflow deployment. Shouldn't take too long, maybe 30 minutes, hour. We're not actually going to train anything on it tomorrow, but we're gonna do a little Kubeflow thing. $s, for example, does substitution in the current file. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense, Dirk. Thank you. Sorry, I'm such a noob at the Vim. I have only really used VS Code. This is where I'm familiar. I'm comfortable. I know it's disgusting, but I'm comfortable here. The AI games are going to be in VS Code because it's actually really easy to do the different things and switch between them. I was gonna set up the Vims, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it done by next week for all of the AIs to work on Vim. Tab 9, I didn't see one immediately. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Tab 9. I'm not sure I'm going to pay for Tab 9. It didn't work very well the last time, and I feel like not wasting my time on it. But then I'm like, maybe they made huge improvements, so maybe I should. That should be the argument that I should. All right. What have I done here? You know what? Maybe I'm gonna rename all of these. These are gonna be Twitch receivers, YouTube sender and receivers. We're gonna simplify all of this. And then we're just gonna, we're just gonna do this, right? No reason to be too verbose. I don't know. I always go back and forth. I always hate it when I shorten it then. Wait. Okay, I didn't use a thing here. I want to go to the colon and delete. So I'm just going to do DF colon. Oh man, that was close. That was close. So DF space. Yeah. Nailed it. It's probably not great, but I got close. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. You guys got to yell at me if I don't use the motions, and I should be using the motions. All caps. It is. Oh, crap. It is 1 a.m., isn't it? Oh. DAW also works. Wait. DA. Oh, for Word. Okay. Good point. Good point. There's Vim hard mode. Toggle bit. You've been missing the point. Vim is the hard mode. It's the hard mode bit. Vim is the hard mode. You mean suicide mode? It is 1 a.m. It is too late for me to be learning Vim. We did not make much progress here, but we did talk about keyboards. I practiced Vim. Again, not a whole lot of actual productivity was done. Oh, I think Vim is awesome. I think Vim, I think if you learn it, Vim is one of the most productive things that you could probably have. If you, the thing is, it's not as approachable as this. This is approachable. Well, not this. This is the NullDB. It's not approachable at anything. But this is really approachable. It's very easy for people to get started on. And it kind of just works. Which is generally the case. Think about Python versus Rust. Python's super approachable. It's terrible. It's terrible, but it's super approachable. You can just start hammering stuff out and it probably kind of work. What is this hard mode? Okay, this is an abomination. This is an abomination. This is what I fall back to. I don't have page up and down keys, so I don't know what they do. Hard mode is the right mode. Nice. Should I do hard mode one night? Okay, you know what? One day we get to do hard mode. Because I think you're right that like I use HJK as crutches to get to where I need to. And the productivity is from the motions. But I would say that I don't think that hard mode it's already too unapproachable as it is, but I almost feel like it would be better to learn with hard mode so you don't use the crutches. I don't know. I'm torn on this. Yeah, okay, so toggle, I definitely do that. I sit here and do this, or like just go up and down when I'm thinking. 100% I do this as a fidget. If I'm thinking. Also, okay, so in hard mode, let's say I'm here, and let's say I want to go up to pull to then go to definition. So, you know, JD, here it would be K GD. That would be it. If we didn't have that and we were in hard mode, I don't know how we would go up one. I don't know what is up one. I just want to go up one, but I can't use, you know, the up one keyword. So how would we do this then? We can't use K. We could reverse. No, we can't use find. I mean, I could just search for pull, but that seems overkill. Question mark? What does question mark do? Shift W and B, but that's like going backwards. I mean, my thought was that in this case there should be a motion that's like better, but like just hitting Shift B a bunch is not better, right? And Shift B doesn't even get me there. I'd have to do Shift B and then forward W a couple of times. That seems not great. Thanks, Dirk, for at 1 a.m. telling me, of course, question mark is the reverse of... Okay, I did not know that, but... Okay, that works. That works. Thank you. Thank you, Dirk. So there's no good equivalent for this. Because without hard mode, you go KGD. But in hard mode, you'd have to just do B, 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 W, 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 GD. That feels rough. Or you can just do question mark P, enter GD. That's okay. That's not too bad, honestly. That's not too bad. Because it's going to be very close. So if we wanted the duration up there, we could just do yeah. That's probably pretty okay. Just use question mark and slash more. Okay. That's acceptable. Those weren't too bad. I still think it's a very applicable use of K and J for like, oh, I want to go to pull. But all right, we will do a hard mode stream. Now, I'm not sure if we have time this year because I have a packed streaming schedule for December. We have a bunch of fun stuff to do. We'll see if we have time for some fun streams in there. We will, because there's definitely a couple of days where I have some things to stream, but then we'll have some fun streams. So we'll do a hard mode day. We'll do a hard mode day in December sometime. If you guys don't know, at the end of December, we have our Cursed Software Hackathon. I'm going to release a video December 1st on that. I have a couple things coming up in December. So you guys should join that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Basically, you're going to be given a task, a challenge to do, and you got to do it in the most cursed way possible. It's Cursed Software Hackathon. So that's going to be a ton of fun. We have some other things that I'm going to do through December. So if you guys are having fun. Anyways, it is literally 1:05 a.m. for me. I have to go because I have to stream in the morning. We have to stream some Kubeflow, and then we have some other stuff to stream tomorrow morning, which should be some fun. Yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope that you guys have a fantastic weekend. And thank you so much for joining. Thank you for coming and hanging out and bestowing some of your guys' wonderful information. I feel like I got a little bit better at Vim today. I feel like I got a little bit better.